Hello, everyone, and welcome to our November webinar. My name is Anna Louise, and I'm very excited to take you through our theme for the day. We are going to be talking about getting ready for the holidays as we head into holiday season. So on our agenda is, of course, going over that theme as well as its objectives, covering those national food holidays that might be relevant to you this month, and as always, wrapping up with our tip of the month, which will include a short dive into our software. So going over that theme, as holidays are right around the corner, we have a few things that we just want to make sure you're keeping up in the front of your mind. So of course, you can sort of think of this as a bit of a holiday checklist. Every restaurant might have different things that are unique to them that maybe no other restaurant has that they offer during the holiday season. Some general things to keep in mind, if you have catering services, whether that be drop and go catering, formal catering, or if you just offer things like party platters or trays for people to pick up from your restaurant, it's an essential time to start promoting those. If you have any sort of private event space that you're hoping people make use of, this is the time where families have large reunions, office host parties. You definitely want to be promoting that space. And of course, if you have any sort of e-commerce store or you just sell gift cards at your store, in your restaurant, in person, this is the time to promote that. It's the season of stocking stuffers, season of appreciation. And that brings me to our last point. So when it comes to Thanksgiving, the season of thanks, season of appreciation, it's a great time to show your guests that you appreciate them. Maybe it's a guest that's been loyal to you from day one, whether or not your restaurant's brand new or decades old, and you want to highlight them on social media or via email. Or maybe you have an employee of yours who's been commended a lot in reviews lately for their wonderful service. It's a great time to give people, heartwarming posts like that on their algorithm. And they do very, very well, especially on Facebook and especially this time of year. Now, targeted posts, kind of covering the targets that I mentioned in the previous slide. I mentioned catering. If your restaurant offers any sort of catering services, again, that does not have to be formal catering or even drop and go. If you just have large orders that people can make, it's a great time to promote that on social as well as email. And then, I mentioned also you might have something that makes your restaurant unique. Maybe you have a pre-prepared Thanksgiving dinner, for example, that you want to start offering this year. It's been a huge hit for you in the past. We definitely want to start promoting that as well. So you see, I have an example, leave the work to us, order your Thanksgiving dinner. Now, our objectives and goals with this, of course, as I'm sure you can tell when I'm talking about catering and private event space, you really want to increase those large parties and those large sales for you. And of course, we never, ever want you to forget about your e-commerce store if you have one. Or again, if you're just selling gift cards in store, this is a really great time to ramp up those sales. Just reminding people that you have those. Maybe you want to target people who have recently dined with you, for example, or recently placed an online order with you through email marketing, which of course you can learn how to do with our email marketing training every week on Monday. It's a great opportunity to say, did you enjoy dining with us recently? Okay, give the gift of our restaurant. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, when it comes to just appreciating loyal long-term guests of yours, shouting out employees, it's a really great opportunity to take this warm and fuzzy season and connect with those guests. Okay, so as promised, our national food holidays for this month. We definitely have a few solid ones this month. It's National Peanut Butter Lovers Month and National Pepper Month. And just a reminder, we recommend you taking advantage of these food holidays to promote items on your menu, especially if you're struggling for content maybe. If you're not one who likes to offer a lot of different promotions or discounts, this is a really great chance to just highlight a dish of yours. It could be a really popular dish that includes peanut butter, or maybe a sandwich that you wish got a little more love. It's a great time to just highlight that for November 3rd. National Sandwich Day. We've got National Sunday Day on the 11th, and on the 25th, National Eat with a Friend Day. This is a great chance for social media promotion. Maybe highlighting a dish that's really, really popular and just saying, tag a friend that you'd like to come on in with you today. November 26th, National Cake Day for everyone who has dessert on their menu. November 29th, National Chocolates Day. And of course, Thanksgiving this year is on the 23rd. Just a reminder, that is earlier than usual, definitely earlier than the recent years. So don't let that slip off your radar. It is right around the corner. Now, our tip of the month, as I mentioned earlier, when it comes to holiday marketing, there are lots of different ways that you can go about it: social media, email marketing. We definitely recommend a bit of everything, and that includes pop-ups on your website. So as you can see, I have two examples right here, promoting catering and then promoting stocking stuffers. So maybe leading people to the e-commerce store. These are actually inside of your spillover stock in your media library. So you can use these too. It's why they're a bit generic. You can use this as a pop-up on your website, and it'll just take a couple of minutes. And I'll show you how to do that right now. Okay, so I'm going to head into Engage. And I am logged in on our demo account here, Murdoch's Irish Pub. Just really quickly, let me go ahead and remind you, as I mentioned, we've got those national food holidays coming up. You can also view all of those, not just the selected few, really simply in your Engage calendar right here on the bottom right-hand side for every single month. I definitely recommend checking those out. You can even go in the future, check out a few months from now. Now, as I mentioned, for creating a pop-up, so you would just do that by going under website tools right here under pop-ups. This is also where you'll see any past pop-ups that I've run, as well as maybe a current pop-up. And if you do have a pop-up running on your site, you cannot have two going at a time. So you will need to click into that and simply select disable right here and save. You can delete a pop-up as well. That will also disable it. But of course, if you want to republish that pop-up in the future, we wouldn't recommend doing that. Now, to create a new pop-up, I simply hit new pop-up right here. And the name, this is just for you inside of Engage. I'm going to choose our catering image. So I'm going to say holiday catering. Okay. I'm going to choose enabled. And we have an automatic start time. It's just currently right now. You can choose an end time, or you can choose not to. If it's an open-ended pop-up for something like this, I'd recommend choosing an end time just because when Christmas ends. Since I'm promoting catering, maybe I want to end it just a few days before I know I might get really busy. You could even choose the time. Now, display times. So with display times, this is really, if your concern about pop-ups is just a frustrating guess maybe by having something come up continually, you can just have it display once or any set number of times, 3 or 4 times for a guest. And that means that the first time that they log onto your website, when that pop-up is live and they're able to see it, they will never be able to see it again. I actually recommend for a pop-up like this to not set a defined time like that, or to have one that's, a bit higher. Like I said, one of the reasons that we encourage you to really start promoting holiday stuff early on is because it takes people a while to coordinate that sort of thing. If someone is heading to your website and they see your catering pop up and it gets them thinking, oh yeah, I am in charge of catering for the holiday office party this year, they're probably going to need to discuss some things with a few people before they come back to you and fill out that form. And so it's good to sort of keep that in the front of their mind. So I would recommend, if you're set on having a display time, maybe having that be closer to the 4 or 5 range, or choosing none. Okay, now to actually create my pop-up, I'm going to hit this little image icon right here. And now I can either upload from my computer, hitting choose file, select any of your files, or as I mentioned earlier, I can head to our media library. So your media library has anything that you have posted in the past online, on social media, or Engage for email marketing or pop-up purposes. You also have access to our spillover stock right here. And we are constantly updating that stock. Those images that I just showed you as examples were recently added here. I'm going to head to Christmas. Double click it. And as you see, I've got different things right here. Now for each holiday, including Thanksgiving, which again is right around the corner, so I encourage you to check this out. We have different, happy holiday posts with closure notices. We're closed today, we're closing early today. So if you're scrambling, we definitely recommend checking that out, just enabling a quick pop-up. Of course, we hope that you will reach out to us, support@spillover.com if you have any trouble and you would like us to adjust your online hours as well. And we want to remind you to adjust those online ordering hours too. And again, with any issues, feel free to submit a support ticket and we're happy to help out. So as you can see right here, I've got beyond just, happy holidays, we're closed today, we're closing early. I've got learn more about our catering, learn more about our private event space, and we've got stocking stuffers. I'm going to choose catering by double clicking it. I'm going to set this to be a little bit smaller, and you can play around with size if you like. We do have a recommended. I'm going to choose to center it, and then I can preview it just by hitting that eye right here. Okay, this is what it's going to look like when someone hops onto the website. Now, since I've got a little learn more button, I do want to link it to something. We love having a call to action. So I'm going to head to murdochsirishpub.com, to the catering tab. I'm going to copy that URL. We click on this image, right click. I'm going to link it. It's so simple. And then again, if I hit preview and I hover my mouse over that pop-up, as you can see in the bottom left-hand side of my screen, it says reduxirishpub.com/catering. So I know that it's working. And I am going to hit save. Okay, so it's showing right here that it is enabled. It's going to be enabled for about 2 months. If I want to test that, I simply head to the home page. And I can see it right here. When I click on it, it takes me straight to that catering form along with any kind of catering info. And of course, if you don't have a catering tab on your website or you need updates made to your catering form, our forms are really, really user-friendly, and we do have lots of knowledge-based documents and articles about it, even videos. You can check on the status of your forms by going to Form under website. See, I can easily view the catering form right here. It's very, very simple to make adjustments right here. I can preview how it's going to look as I'm making those adjustments. And if you have any trouble with this, feel free to submit a support ticket once again or email support@spillover.com, and we are happy to set you up with one of these forms. Okay, so I just want to wrap up by reminding you guys about our different training courses that we have every single week, as well as our knowledge base, which I know I shouted out briefly. And I can access both of those things by going to spillover.com. Under support, training and webinars, you might have gone here to sign up for this webinar. I'm going to hit live product training. And you can see all of the different trainings we have that you can sign up for. And now if you're just looking for a quick reminder on how to do something, maybe you felt like I blew through that pop-up explanation, for example, or you just want a quick reminder on how one aspect of it works, we have this wonderful knowledge base that we put together for you right here, which is every single question you might have in our software. So you can even click on one of these, Engage Management Dashboard, or if you're searching for something, specific, like if I wanted to look up adding a subscriber to your email marketing database. So I would definitely recommend taking a look here. If you don't feel like you need kind of like the full digital live training course. And of course, we do recommend those highly. They're really wonderful, very intimate, really useful. We are able to answer any questions you might have. And here's just a quick glimpse of, one second. A quick glimpse of that schedule right there. And again, you can sign up for that on our website under support, under live trainings. Okay, well, that is all I have for you today when it comes to getting started with your holiday marketing. We're wishing you luck. It's definitely a super busy season, and we're hoping that you're getting out there bright and early when it comes to your digital marketing. If you have any questions, please, again, feel free to reach out to support@spillover.com, any holiday change in hours as well. And I look forward to seeing you in December when we're in the thick of it.